veggie bowls from Purple Carrot. I've been smelling this for a while, and I'm very excited to eat it. That's actually really good. I was expecting it to be good, but wow, that's actually very delicious vegan tacos. So can a 100% plant-based meal kit actually satisfy the cravings of an omnivore like myself? Well, I spent a week and then some with Purple Carrot trying to find out. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen. I'm with CNET Home, and full disclosure, I have actually been a subscriber to Purple Carrot for quite a long time for one specific reason. Because it is a 100% plant-based meal kit, and my partner who I live with is vegan, so it just really works for our lifestyle. Me personally, I am not actually vegan, but I eat a lot of vegan meals, and Purple Carrot has some of the best ones I've ever tasted. So in this video, we're gonna talk about my whole experience with Purple Carrot. We're gonna talk about the packaging, recyclability. We're gonna talk about the ease of preparation, how the food actually tastes, what kind of variety you can get, and who I think should ultimately try out Purple Carrot. If you find this video at all helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you look down below in the description. We've got a lot of stuff to help you out if you're interested in a meal kit or if you're trying to buy a mattress. We should also have a discount code in the description. Most of these meal kit services have a pretty generous introductory offer, and Purple Carrot should be no exception, so be sure to take a look. Let's just kick this thing off by talking about the packaging with Purple Carrot. Now, one thing I would expect from Purple Carrot is to have some of the most eco-friendly packaging on the market. And in my experience, it is pretty solid, but it does get beat out by some others like Sunbasket, for example. One of the issues is that recyclable plastic is not acceptable everywhere you might live. In certain bigger cities that have more of a robust recycling program, you can definitely recycle a lot of different plastics, but where I live, a lot of the plastic that Purple Carrot uses in their packaging is not recyclable, which is kind of frustrating. The insulation inside the box is very easy to recycle, and the ice packs are pretty easy to recycle as well. So overall, not the absolute best when it comes to the sustainability of the packaging, although I think it does a solid job. However, I think it more than makes up for it by being a 100% plant-based meal kit, because eating vegan is one of the best things you can do for your own personal carbon footprint. And one of the overall benefits of a meal kit is that you are cutting down on food waste, since you're only getting the exact amount of each ingredient for each recipe. So considering the fact that Purple Carrot is 100% plant-based in every single recipe, it's probably one of the most eco-friendly ones you're gonna be able to find, despite the fact that something like Sunbasket kind of wins in the packaging category. Consequently, since this is a vegan meal kit, there are fewer options available per week on their menu. So for something like Blue Apron, there was something like 50 different meals you could pick from every single week. For something like even Every Plate, which was a very budget-friendly meal kit delivery service, you still had something like 15 to 16 depending on the week. But with Purple Carrot, you're looking at about 8 to 10 dinner options every single week. That is a smaller number than a lot of their competitors, obviously, but considering that they're working with quite a few restrictions to craft all their recipes, it makes some degree of sense. And I'll just say, in my personal experience being a Purple Carrot subscriber for a long time, I never found a week where there weren't any meals that I was excited about. Yeah, this is really good. The sesame oil they had you cook the veggies in definitely adds a whole like extra element of flavor. The kimchi mayo is delicious. I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms, which is a very popular ingredient to use in a lot of vegan meals, and I haven't been forced to eat any meals with mushrooms in my entire time subscribed to Purple Carrot. So that's just my 2 cents when it comes to their meal variety. They do have some additional options with their lunch menu, which are only like 2 or 3 rotating recipes per week, and a few breakfast/snack items. So you have those as well. Let's move over to the subject of the instructions and how easy these recipes are to prepare. Now, most of the meal kits I've tested come with individual recipe cards, but with Purple Carrot, they actually send you a small booklet with all the recipes for that week. So you're gonna have to flip through the book to find each recipe for that week, but the recipe instructions themselves are pretty good. They're not my favorite of the meal kits I've tested, but I didn't have any issues putting these recipes together. And I've been using Purple Carrot for a long time, like I said. One thing I think they could do a little bit better is have a prep phase for each recipe. A lot of these recipes are very hands-on. So you're gonna be mincing garlic yourself, you're gonna be mixing sauces together, you're gonna be doing a lot of chopping. So what I would love to see is a prep phase where you can just get all that chopping and mixing and whatnot out of the way first thing. If you read the instructions thoroughly, you will see that each ingredient does sort of describe the final form they want it in. So for example, say 2 cloves minced garlic, so you can kind of build your own prep phase, but it would just be nice to have it more explicit. One thing I have noticed cooking many Purple Carrot recipes as opposed to its competitors is that it might require you to have some more advanced kitchen appliances like a high-powered blender or a food processor. I know it took me a long time to actually invest in these sort of items, and you might not have one. Although if you are already vegan, there's a good chance you will, because a lot of vegan cooking requires you to have one. But just keep that in mind. If you're gonna try out Purple Carrot, you might not have every single kitchen accessory that they need you to have. So let's move on to the subject that most of you watching probably care most about. Does Purple Carrot actually taste any good? If you're not already vegan, then you probably are skeptical of how good these meals could actually be. And you've seen me eat meat and dairy on this channel. I had a delicious Wagyu beef burger with mozzarella on it in a different video, but I am happy to say that I am 100% satisfied with the taste of the Purple Carrot meals. That's really good. Just in this last week with Purple Carrot, I had some really delicious meals. The gochujang veggie bowls were just out of control good, just a huge amount of flavor packed into that meal. And one thing I really appreciate about the meals from Purple Carrot is that they are really creative. They aren't just like, I'm gonna send you a Impossible burger and we're gonna have a burger for dinner. A lot of these recipes are pretty high end. There's always like a little element that they add into the dish that tends to bring it up to another level. A lot of these recipes are something that I would never think of to make on my own. So I think Purple Carrot meals are just fantastic. Obviously, taste is a pretty subjective thing. I find these meals to be generally pretty delicious. You might not, but I bet that you will if you try out Purple Carrot and you make sure you look at their menu and pick the ones that you think sound the best. Let's move over to the subject of pricing. And you might think a more high-end vegan meal kit would be pretty expensive. And while it is on the higher end of the meal kits that I've tested so far, it doesn't exceed them by any amount. You're looking at about $12 a serving for their standard plan, which is 3 meals a week, 2 servings a piece. So you're looking at roughly $80 a week plus shipping. So obviously there are much more affordable meal kits out there. We tested Dinnerly and Every Plate, which are just crazy affordable, and Home Chef comes in a little bit less expensive, but it's right on par with Blue Apron and Sunbasket, which are both on the higher end side of the meal kit delivery services. And all the ingredients for Purple Carrot are gonna be organic if that's something you care about. It's not something I really put a lot of stock in, but some people do. And if there's anything in there that isn't organic, they will let you know. Again, make sure you look down below in the description. We should have some kind of discount for your first week of Purple Carrot if you're interested. But that leaves us with the question of who should try out Purple Carrot? And there are some pretty easy answers here. If you're already a plant-based individual, I think Purple Carrot is a slam dunk if you're looking for a meal kit delivery service. You don't have to worry every single week by picking out each meal that is vegan and making substitutions and all that stuff. You have really good meals to pick from every single week that you don't even have to think about. And I think Purple Carrot is a fantastic thing for anyone who's just interested in trying out more vegan meals. Maybe you have been to a restaurant and the vegan option wasn't very good or just kind of uninspired. I think you're gonna find some really good ones with Purple Carrot, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two and transfer it to your own cooking. But let us know what you think. Write us down below in the comment section. We'd love to get your thoughts. And if you have any questions, put them down there as well. We'll do our best to answer them. Again, make sure you look in the description. There should be a discount down there and just a lot of content to help you with your meal kit search or your mattress search. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But that's enough from me. This is Owen with CNET Home. I'll see you in the next one.